What's up, everybody? It's your man JFilt from howtomakeverysickbeats.com. In this video, we're going to show you how to do track mutes using analog and the digital way. So let's get into it. Before I get into the video, if this is your first time ever watching any of my videos, welcome. Please consider subscribing if you like videos talking about beat making, thinking outside the box, that kind of thing. Hit the notify bell. Check out all the links below. Shout out your city. Back to the video. What's up, everybody? We are in front of Mingus, Suplex, and Supreme. And the point of this video is to share a technique some of you may know, some of you may not know, and that's using track mutes and soloing. So what I want to do here is give you two options, because you might be saying to yourself, well, I don't have the hardware equipment. It's all good. I'm going to show you how to do the same thing on software. So let's first cover the hardware. So check out this beat, and I'm going to show you, some demonstrations just to show you the chain. I have the MPC going into the SP303, and also 404SX is going into the 303. So check it out. You might hear this a lot. Track mutes. Take the drums out. Back in. Right? Then you might want to hear like some type of voice or solo or something like this.
What up, yo?
See what I'm saying? Or another voice or sample, whatever, and take the drums out at the same time. And you could go something like this. See that?
What up, yo? What up, yo, Phil?
You know what I'm saying? So stuff like that. Soloing, taking things out, and all kinds of good stuff. It's fun. So I wanted to show you a way that you can do that on Logic. And if you don't have Logic, I'm sure whatever DAW, there's something similar that you can do. Okay, so what I did right here with the hardware is I was using track mutes on the MPC 2000 XL. I just hit mute, and that cuts out or mutes whatever track that I have. I could have did the same thing for the bass, for the guitar, or for whatever sound. On the SP, I just happen to have a sample. Since these are connected, the MPC and the 404 to the 303 via the external source, whenever I touch external source, it cuts out whatever sound is going into it. So that means whatever I hit here and hit external source, that's going to mute both of these guys. You understand what I'm saying? So if I hit whatever, it's going to play that by itself. And then I just hit external source, and it brings back whatever audio is going into it. So that's how I do that. So now that we have that out the way, let's go ahead and go to Logic and show you something really cool. So let's say I wanted to do something similar on my software. What you're going to do is use automation. Let's say, for example, we wanted to mute the drums right about here, like bar 4. So let's play the beat. And say you wanted to do something like this. The beat is going and we want to mute. And then back. See, my mouse over here, I don't want to have to keep doing that, I don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? You want it to be in the track itself. So what you would do is you would go here where it says display off. If it's not on display off, it might be on volume, something like that. Most of the time, if not display off. But what we're going to do is go to mute. So hit mute, go to mute. And what you're going to do is go to the section that you want to mute out. And that's over here. And what I want to do is start my mute at bar 4. So let's do that. Click with your mouse, and I want you to hold Shift, Control, and Option at the same time. Shift, Control, and Option. And this little symbol pops up, and you're going to drag the portion that you want, and it's going to create 2 points. So I want this. And then what you're going to do is grab your mouse and bring it down. So that part is muted. Just that simple. So now let's play it back. Oh, and by the way, you want to hit A because usually it's going to be on this. You hit the letter A and it brings you to this page, or it brings you to this view. Now watch this. See that? Now it's back in. So that's a great way to mute certain sections of your song, and everything else is still in. You can do that. And you can control the part you want muted or whatever. Now let's do another example, except let's go ahead and solo something. Let's say we wanted to go to the guitar, solo out the guitar for this first bar, something like this. And then come right back in on the kick. You can do that. So I like to use the kick and the snare for places where I mute and solo. I just think it sounds dope that way. I could do something like that, or maybe come in on whatever, you know, it's up to you. So I want to come in right at bar 2. I want to solo this section right here, just that much. So what I would do is hit A, and then where it says volume, I'm going to go to main and then hit solo. Again, shift control option, and I'm going to draw the portion that I want soloed. I want this portion soloed. Right when the snare and kick comes in after the first bar, right? 2 points, and then all I do is solo, bring it up. Now if you don't like that, you don't want to use the shift control option, because the point of shift control option is to create 2 points automatically. But you don't have to do that. You can just use your mouse and do it manually and do something like that if you wanted to. I'm going to keep it like this. Let's hear what that does. See that? Now notice the kick came in still, even though I had this solo. So that means I would have to scoot this over a little more. There. See, it was just a little off. It's real sensitive. So that is a very dope way to use solos and mutes, man. Crazy, just using automation. Let's do one more. Let's say like I demonstrated using my SPs. Let's say I wanted to use my tag or one of my tags and solo that. I could do the same thing. So I would go down here, hit solo, and then I can see where it is right here. And then shift control option drag. This is what I want. And then what do? Drag it up. So now I have 3 different sections. I got 1 muted and 2 solos, and let's see what that does. Brings it back.
What up, yo, Phil?
See that? Soloed again. And then let's say I wanted to shorten that guitar solo. Just drag it. Something like this. Use your mouse and do something like that. Let me stretch this again.
What up, yo, Phil?
And let me use this slide guitar too. And I know people gonna ask me, where are these sounds coming from? This is from Verysickbeats 2. I'll leave a link below if you're interested. Everything you're hearing is coming from that kit. Alright, so I'll do one more and I'll add this slide, which is right here, and maybe I'll do another solo. Now let's hear what that does.
What up, yo, Phil? What up, you filth?
Look at this. I can slide the mute wherever I want to.
What up, you
Look at the drums.
What up, you filth?
Hey. And there you have it. I hope that was helpful. It's your man JFilt. I'm sending peace and positive energy. Yeah. So if you like this video, hit that thumbs up button. More videos on the way. Don't forget to subscribe. Check out all the links down below this video, and I will see you guys on the next one. I'm sending peace and positive energy.